Hello, and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2. We are currently playing through CODA, and we are on a big time crunch now. They have 2 hours to finish recording the new song. The melody of it isn't even fully written yet, and everyone's just in a tussy about it, so let's just continue from here. Even so, while we know that we're in a situation that we can't help but laugh at, it still weighs heavily on us.
今のちょっといいかな。
カズサ。
ここで店長入れるか。
おい、聞いてんのかよカズサ。明日の予定のことだぞ。
Interrupting her while she's on a roll isn't gonna make it go any faster.
今私に話しかけるの。忙しいんだこっちは。
そんなこと言ってる場合じゃないだろ。お前が一番関係あるんだぞ。
へえ、面白いこと言うな、ハルキ。私が今ここでそんなこと言ってるのは誰のせいだと思う？お前が今朝起こしてくれないから2時間遅れ。お前担当の詩がなかなかできなくて10時間遅れ。お前がロゴの発注を忘れて12時間遅れ。閉めてちょうど24時間。お前が順調なら今頃収録は終わってただろうな。
Zoinks.
先進めるね。いいかな。
Exactly. Just don't waste time quarreling at this point. When Setsuna saw me being berated by Kazusa, she didn't show the slightest hint of wanting to stop her or to defend me. After all, she's noticed something. She's noticed the very mischievous and excited smile Kazusa's wearing as she's scolding me.
だからみんなで最善を尽くそう。明日の22時までに作曲を終わらせて完全に弾けるように練習して。
けどカズサはコンサートが
15時に会場入りだから、それまでには曲を仕上げてもらう。できるよね、カズサ。
できるじゃなくてやるんだよ。大丈夫だ。完成するまでは会場に行かないから。
いや、行けよ。コンサートサボろうとすんな。
That would be a disaster.
冗談だ。ちゃんと間に合わせるから。だからお前たちは私がコンサートやってる間にちゃんと新曲をマスターしておくんだ。
え
That's the inevitable conclusion we would eventually arrive at the moment we would have to go through our final schedule.
曲ができてもお前が弾けなくちゃ意味がないだろ。セツナが歌えなければもっと意味がないよな。だから私が戻るまでずっとお前たちはここで練習してろ。
それって。
Yet again, we
私が戻ってくるまでに弾けるようになってないと承知しないからな。
will be unable to attend Kazusa's concert. Which just means she's found a passion that's more. She's more passionate about creating something with the 3 of them than she is having them listen to her piano. And honestly, it's sad that they can't listen to it, but it's beautiful that she's found another passion. Setsuna calmly accepts Kazusa's words. She's realized from the very beginning that things were bound to end this way. Or perhaps it's better to say that she's aware that we've run out of options.
カズサ。
Actually, I've also realized it myself. I've simply been running away from admitting it.
あの時とは違うよ。
Kazusa gives me an accurate reply to the several seconds I spent in silence. She's talking about the concert from a month ago. Kazusa's little blunder, which the average person wasn't able to notice, and which the critics had nothing but bad things to say about. All because I never came to see her play. All because I decided to spend time alone with Setsuna instead.
今はその場にいなくてもお前のことを感じられるからさ。
Oh, What a beautiful thing to say. However, Kazusa seems to be brimming with confidence. So much so that she's capable of saying such a problematic statement right in front of Setsuna.
だから明日は間違いなく最高のコンサートになる。お前たちは聞けなかったことを後で悔しがればいい。
She hasn't even rehearsed. Unlike the last time, she's not fully prepared whatsoever outside of practice. Not to mention the mountain of problems with her physical and mental health caused by sleep deprivation. Even so, what is this confidence she has?
そんな心配そうな顔するな。3人揃えば何でもできるって言ったのはお前だろ。
カズサ。
明日会場にお前たちはいなくても、私たちは3人で演奏してる。だから何でもできるんだよ。
I wonder how I should describe this faith she has towards us.
さあ、夜が明けてきた。そろそろラストスパートかけないとな。
Here we are. Man, it's been a lot to get here.
この前より入ってないんじゃないか。
It's been a while since we've seen Io and Takeya too. I missed them.
まだ開演の30分以上前だから、もうしばらくしたら満席になるでしょ。
そうなのか？でもこの前はもっとこう、なんていうか、
人の数ってよりは静けさじゃない？前よりも落ち着いた感じの客が多いかな。
つまりそれってトーマカズサっていう流行に飛びついた客が減って純粋なクラシックファンが残ったってことか。
あと変なマスコミとかさ、前は明らかにコンサートに興味なさそうなのたくさんいたし。
じゃあ今回はようやく落ち着いてトーマのピアノが聴けるってことか。この前はそれどころじゃなかったからな。
どうせ落ち着いて聞いたって私たちには細かい違いはわからないって。それにそれどころじゃないのは今回も同じ。
ハルキ来てるかな。
If only you guys knew how deep this runs. You have no idea.
刹那もね。
そっちもまだ連絡取れてないのかよ。
一度だけ取れたけどさ、2月いっぱいは会うことも話すこともできないって、その一点張りで。
なんてこった。ハルキとまるっきり同じこと言ってる。
If I were these two, I would just assume those two went off and eloped or something.
何が起こってるのよあの二人。一体どうなってんの？
考えたくないけどさ、やっぱり
けど今はもう同級生のトーマさんじゃないんだよ。私たちが気軽に会えるような。
すいません。そちら W の32番ですよね。
ええ、そのはずですけど、あれ、もしかして俺たちの座席間違ってるかな。
ちょっと、あんたがここだって言ったから確かめもせずに座っちゃったじゃない。
Io's angry.
飯塚拓也さんと水沢伊代さんですか？
お姉さん誰？
よろしければ
Aww.
楽屋までご一緒願えませんか？堂間和沙がぜひお会いしたいとのことで。
Yay! Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so happy.
ギリギリどころか30分遅刻して会場入りしたくせに、いきなりプロデューサーに向かって言うセリフがそれ？
なんとでも言え。とにかく今日は一人で客席に座らせるわけにはいかない。もちろん舞台袖もダメだ。
そんなに自信がないわけ？もしかして最後の方の曲が練習できてないとか？
どうしても聞きたいならボーイフレンドと一緒にいろ。ちゃんと2人分の席を用意するから。
いつの間にそんな理解のある娘に育ったのかしら。昔は私の男だったら誰彼構わず嫌ってたのに。
She's growing up.
二人目あたりまでは嫌ってなかった。じゃなくて、私のピアノを聴きたいなら付き添いを呼べってこと？男としての魅力とか私との相性とかどうでもいい。ただ、医者として腕がいいやつ限定で。
The real reason comes out.
2時間くらいなら大丈夫よ。
なんてな。そう言うだろうと思って、もう高柳先生を呼んである。
Aww.
二人で仲良く2階席で見てろ。出口近くのな。
生意気な娘ね。
仕方がないんだ。だって今日のコンサートは、あんたの寿命を縮めてしまうかもしれないから。
For more reasons than one.
何？そんなに自信ないの？私が貧血を起こして倒れちゃいそうな、ひどい演奏するつもり？
逆だよ。血圧上がりすぎて倒れるか、娘に抜かれたショックで老け込むか、どっちかだと思う。
随分と自信あるのね。
そうだな。うん、あるよ。
カズさん。
悪いな、母さん。今日をもって、ピアニストのトーマといえば、陽子じゃなくてカズさんになるんだ。
そんな最高の演奏が聴けるっていうのなら、その場でくたばっても後悔しないけどな。
Please don't die in the middle of Kazusa's performance. That would be the worst.
私が困るんだ。だから自重してもらう。だってあんたには。
カズサさん、お連れしましたけど。
ありがとう、美代子さん。中に入ってもらって。というわけで続きは後で。悪いけど母さん、少し外してくれないか。
誰か呼んだの？ここに。
ああ。友達をね。
How beautiful is it that she can finally say that word? She's finally comfortable with making connections outside of Haruki, and that, oh God, that's all I've wanted for her. I love it. Ooh, you better shape up.
大丈夫？
大丈夫大丈夫。何しろ今更だから。
The guitar's strings exact their merciless revenge on my long idle fingers for producing such poor music with them. The pain of the exposed nerves, caused by a newly shed layer of skin before the previous can dry off, is unimaginable. Ugh, that sounds disgusting. Although, a trick that I know some guitarists use is putting some super glue on your fingertips so that, you know, it doesn't touch your raw, disgusting skin. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know, I'm not a guitar expert. It's a sensation that I haven't experienced in a long time.
絆創膏を貼る？
いや、やめとく。感覚が微妙に狂うから。
なら、一呼吸置こうか。落ち着いて、もう一度最初から。
わかった。
Setsuna isn't spoiling me beyond worrying about me. After all, she knows full well that this isn't the time for that. We had 24 hours to practice 5 years ago. But this time, it was already 2:30 p.m. by the time Kazusa finished writing out the score and set out to attend her concert. We only had 7.5 hours till 10 p.m. from there. That meant we had less than a third of the time we had compared to before to work as quickly as we could.
準備いい？
もうちょっと。
Even so, I'm going to be playing a song that's going to be recorded on a CD that would be for sale, even if it's only a bonus song.
あれ、こうかな。いや、もっと早く。
This might work for a professional, but to me, who's likely not much better than an amateur, it's torture.
たく、ダメだ。悪い、もう少しだけ待って。
落ち着こうよ。それと集中しよ
う。してるよ。けど。
わかるけどね。そろそろ開演の時間だし。
Yeah, more than one reason to be nervous. The way I nonchalantly glanced at the time did not go unnoticed by Setsuna. It's 6:59 p.m. There's only a minute before the concert begins.
気持ちはわかるけど、今は忘れるくらい集中しないと弾けるようにならないよ。
たく、時間ないってのにギターパート難しい。
I begrudgingly strummed the guitar strings in response to Setsuna's wholly accurate statement.
カズサは死に文句言ってたよ。全然リズミカルじゃないって。まるで数式だって。
バカ言うな。数式はもっと機能的で美しいんだぞ。
It'll be 7 o'clock soon.
それじゃあ、3人で演奏しよう。カズサにエールを送ろう。
I can only believe in her right now. Believe that boundlessly confident expression of hers when she left. Believe that look on her face that told me I'm going to make stuff of legends.
私はリズミカルじゃない歌詞を頑張って歌い上げるから。
じゃあ俺は七面倒くさいギターを。
And Kazusa's going to be giving her legendary performance. It's exactly 7 o'clock right now. The concert has begun. So exciting. Do your best, Kazusa. Hey, Tomo, it's been a while.
どうして今日に限って撮影が押すかな。
A little bit late, but you know.
ああ、すいません。今はダメです。入退場は曲の合間だけです。
そっか。今何曲目
？2曲目ですね。もうすぐ終わるはずなので、すぐに入れますよ。
そう。なんとか間に合った。
あ、終わりましたね。それじゃどうぞ。いや
これ実は完全に乗り遅れた。
おい、いいよ。なんだよ、上の空で。まさか腰でも抜かしたか？
もしかして竹谷も？
あれってこの前と同じトーマなんだよな。
どうしよう、鳥肌立ってる。なんか息もつかせぬって感じなんだもん。
スタンディングオベーションって本当にやるやついたんだな。
And it's only at the halfway point.
私たちが素人だからかな。 なんかすごそうな曲に乗せられちゃってるだけなのかな。
だとしてもそれも立派な才能だ。わかりやすくすごいよ今日のトーマは。
ねえタケヤ、
なんだよ。
私たちさっきまで彼女と話してたんだよね。
話したどころか。
Yeah, that's the same friend from back in high school.
部長、水沢、来てくれてありがとう。こんな私とまた会ってくれて本当にありがとう。
友達じゃねえか。
Aww. Kazusa's world is expanding, and I think that's beautiful. And she did it herself. She suggested that herself. She's doing it. Just like Setsuna said she could.
Shit! やっとノーミスクリア。
Even though I only succeeded on the 14th attempt, and even though I wasn't at all thinking about how to express my music. Plus, my fingers are just about starting to feel good again, given that the pain and numbness in them have finally subsided.
お待たせせつな。今度こそ歌と合わせられそうだ。早速やってみようか。せつな。
ごめん、聞いてなかった。
今何曲目かなって。
8時半過ぎだから多分そろそろ最後の。
集中しようぜ。
It was Setsuna who casually glanced at the time this time, and I did not miss that.
なんだよ。やっぱりせつなも心配なんじゃないか。あいつ最後の方全然練習してなかったからな。
Kazusa has spent all her time composing up until 6 hours ago, so she didn't get much practice for the concert. In fact, she didn't play even a single time before she left the studio. On the contrary, she had single-mindedly devoted herself to composing our song, and had not practiced even once since yesterday. It's clear that she's recklessly directed her energy into the wrong place, and that could prove to be a far greater mistake than our lack of preparation.
コンサートが成功するのは確信してる。だってカズサだもん。
それじゃあ。
考えてたのは今日のことじゃなくて、明日のこと、明後日のこと、来週のこと。
Which is valid, but you don't exactly have the time to be thinking about those things right now.
来週って。
カズサ、ずっと日本にいるよね。コンサートが終わっても、収録が終わっても、私たちのそばにいるよね。
あ。
However, Setsuna's not worried about Kazusa's lack of practice, but about what she's going to do after all of this is over. Even after we pitted our thoughts against one another's, and even after we piled our hearts together, Setsuna and I both can't bring ourselves to believe in the faith Kazusa has in us until we've reached the very end. After all, Kazusa has yet to give us the last word. She hasn't told us what she's going to do after the end of her concert and after the end of her recording session. She hasn't told us how she's going to face everything from now on. Yoko-san, us, Japan.
大丈夫だよね。大丈夫だよね。春樹くん。私たち、これからもずっと3人で。
And that's hard too, because usually you go through this kind of pre-separation during high school. You're like, oh, like, it's too bad, we want to be together forever. And then you end up going to different colleges, getting new jobs. And by putting themselves back in that high school situation, now they have those same anxieties, like what's going to happen from now on, with a lot of extra layers added on. Let's forget about that for now and sing. As much as I know that I have to tell her that right now, I'm unable to get my lips to spell out those words. We're truly walking on a tightrope right now, but the unease that awaits us once we cross it is even greater. That's why we're harboring the contradictory desire of not wanting to finally get out of this mess of a situation.
Haruki.
After all, each and every one of us understands. The moment the concert ends, and the moment the recording session ends, our festival will end with it. Our hearts, combined into one through the elevation of our passionately blazing emotions, will inevitably split into three once more. And we won't be able to guarantee that we'll be capable of becoming one the next time we gather again. Yeah, but honestly, that's a part of becoming an adult. You need to figure out how to maintain friendships despite not being crammed together into the same room, you know? And sometimes that means being further apart than you want to be, but that's just how life is. No, it's possible that we won't ever be able to return to what we used to be. Even if our hearts, scattered like divided fragments, could combine once again, they'd be unable to combine together to become a complete whole like they are now. We don't know how we'll turn out to be, whether we'll end up as a large fragment and a small one, or simply three small fragments gathered together. But should there turn out to be a larger fragment, would the smaller fragment, the one left alone, be able to stay by the larger one? Would it attempt to bear such a reality? Gotta keep moving forward. If I can't convey by words that she should sing, I can only weave the words needed with my fingertips. The two of us have to quell our worry, concentrate, and improve ourselves. Standing on equal ground with Kazusa might be impossible, but we can still convey all the feelings of passion, joy, and love we felt during the festival 5 years ago. God, I love it. Oh, it's so nice.
みよこさん、今のうちにタクシー呼んでおいて。コンサート終わったらこのまま移動するから。
お疲れ様です。いよいよ最後の曲ですね。
と言ってもこれからが長いんだけどね。第4楽章まで一気だし。
Good luck.
ここまでは完璧でしたよ。こんなに観客の反応がすごいのは社長でも年に 1,2 度あるかないかです。
ありがとう。
でもこんなに好評だと問題はアンコールですね。
もし呼ばれたら謝っておいてね。今日はとてもそんなことしてる時間は。
虎の狸のなんとやらよね。まだ最後の曲で大こけする可能性も残されてるし。
Thanks for keeping things real with this, Yoko.
とっくに病院に連れ戻されたかと思ったけど、思ったよりしぶといな、母さん。
And the fact that Kazusa can joke about her mother's illness, like, all in good, all in good humor, is really good as well. She's not constantly on the verge of breaking down anymore.
みおちゃん、悪いけどのりくんの相手してて。廊下に待たせてるから。
はい。それでは失礼します。休憩時間終わったらまた呼びに来ますね。
Indeed. Okay. In the middle of such an intense and exciting moment, I'm so sorry to have to stop here for today. But we will, unfortunately. So, thank you so much for being here with me on this episode of CODA, and I'll be back with the next one very shortly. So until then, hope you take care. See you!